We live? All right, welcome everybody. Of course, this is the travel. Just want to get some people to go ahead and log in before we go ahead and play this intro. We're excited about this third episode. We are. Give us a second. We're going to play the intro so that you can kind of get a little better understanding about what the travel is, because we want you to understand why we're here. All right? Let's see here. All right, go ahead. You can go ahead and shoot that video. Hello, everybody.
It's therapeutic to souls across the world. But behind the gospel music, there's composers, minstrels, musicians, choirs, and singers. The travel, we celebrate and pay homage to those who have trailblazed the way, encouraging lives and souls, inspired through their music, through their gift. We're all about paying homage.
Are we live?
Alive.
Oh, yeah, we
What
live.
has already gone before us. You're now watching and streaming the travel.
All right. Hopefully you enjoyed that video. Actually, that was created by Joel Davis. I'm appreciative for that. But listen, all right. So the travel, we're dedicated to traveling into the careers of trailblazers, past and presently, yet producing solid inspirational gospel music. Minstrels that has embellished, polished, not deviating away from encouraging and ministering. We take pride in every guest, and for their gift has been therapeutic to souls across the world, right? So this is our third episode, and we're definitely excited about it, elated. And I'm definitely elated to have someone that I feel related to spiritually, okay? His music, I can honestly say, quote, emphasis, okay? I have thoroughly listened through every The Voice album. I mean, every song. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, everything is just like well intact, and it's encouraging. It's what gospel music is all about. So I'm so elated to have this minstrel, this legend. We'll be paying homage to Kevin Davidson today on this third episode. So as we prepare to go along with the program, we're going to play one of the songs by the Voices of Binghamton. We're going to pull that up, and we'll be right back. Hello, everybody. I see my cousin online, and Joseph. Go to video footage. You should see the Voices of Binghamton. Count Your Blessings, not MP4. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yep, that's it. Yep, that's it. Actually, and I believe this footage was done at one of the when we talk to Kevin, we're gonna actually ask when this was taking place. But this is Count Your Blessings. This is not the Voices of Binghamton though, but we're gonna play Count Your Blessings. right. I hope you enjoyed that. Now, that is definitely a classic, right? Count Your Blessings, and no one can do it like the Voices, right? Just the way that Kevin put his touch on there, the way he arranged it, just the way the music, the lead singing, it gives so much energy, and then it makes you really want to count your blessings, right? But you really can't count them because God has been way too good. But however, we're going to go ahead and give Courtney Franklin a call. And we're going to talk with Courtney because Courtney has been with Davidson for a long tenure, and we're definitely excited to talk with Courtney Franklin. What's up, VJ McCoy? We worship. Tyrone Block, my God. Man, you all go support him. He got a new single out. Phenomenal. And please share this video. Courtney, go ahead and press your, yeah, we got it. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, all right, blessings to everybody. I want to introduce this tremendous voice and all-around awesome person, Courtney Franklin. Courtney Franklin, how are you? Hold on. Can't hear him. That's all. We're getting it together. There we go. It's all right.
Go ahead. It's all right.
All right. So, Courtney, we're so honored to have you. Let's say something to make sure we can hear you. No, we can't hear him. Go ahead. Say something again. Turn it up. Okay, I can hear you. Listen, man, it's such an honor to have you, man. Tell us, man, what inspires you about Kevin, and what inspires you to join the choir?
Well, actually, first of all, Kevin and I are from the same neighborhood. Best neighborhood ever in the history of life. Boxed in between Summer and Poplar is a neighborhood called Binghampton.
Mm-hmm.
Proud member of Binghampton, and Kevin is probably 45 years older than me. And so,
wait a minute, are you giving his age? Go ahead.
No, I'm joking, but he's older than I. So I grew up listening to, listening to the choir.
Mm-hmm.
And when I got in high school, I decided to join the choir.
Okay.
It was like a Binghampton rites of passage. And so I was excited to be a part and learn from him and grow under his tutelage.
Wow. Now listen, man, you were able to bring about a concoction that consisted of talent and ministry, and it's really hard because it's like normally nowadays what you have is people that have talent but they don't have ministry, or you have ministry and don't have any talent. But we're so grateful that you have a concoction of ministry and talent together. I mean, your voice is the signature on very recognizable songs, and the way that you articulate is so phenomenal. What was one of your favorite songs recording with the Voices?
Actually, my favorite song recorded with the Voices never made it to CD. Kevin did an arrangement of Precious Lord, the old hymn, and it was just masterfully done. And he cut my song off the CD. I hope he hears this. I want him to hear this. He cut my song off the CD.
Wow. Well, listen, man, he cut it off the CD. You know what he gonna have to do? He's gonna go back, he's gonna get it, and he's gonna put it on a new CD, right?
He's gonna get it.
And before we go, tell us a little bit more about what you're doing. Are you pastoring now?
I am.
Tell us about that.
I'm pastoring the Power Spot Church. We're 2 years old.
Wow.
And I'm excited about them. God's given us a great group of people, my wife and I, Lady Kanisha Franklin.
Wow.
We're leading our church, and a lot about, that's what I was going to say earlier, a lot about the Voices helped me become a minister, because I tell people what my principal at BTW used to tell us as a teacher, that if you can teach at BTW, you can teach anywhere, but everybody can't teach there. And I feel the same way about the voices, especially the old voices. If you could sing in the voices of Binghamton, you can sing anywhere
Wow.
because they were a training ground. So I now sing with James Fortune and Fire, but
Okay.
I realized that that opportunity was from my breeding ground at the voices. You had Cheryl Dotson and Tab Pryor and Neja Gatewood and Toya Dillard and Michelle Prater and
Wow.
Terry Moffitt and Ted Wynn.
Oh
So
yeah.
every week, if Kevin handed you a mic, you had to come with your A game because
A
you were in
game.
front of people who could kill it.
Wow.
And then he was the preaching element. So I got the ministry element of it from him and the singing element of it from those people that were in the same choir at the same time. So it's just, I'm grateful.
And listen, we're grateful that we have timeless recordings that will live on and on and on and on. And we're grateful that you allowed yourself, you know, to be led by God to record with Kevin because, I mean, you're just a phenomenal part of this dynasty and legacy that will live beyond us. So listen, man, thank you so much for being a part. Man, keep writing and adding to your own legacy, man. And we appreciate
Yes,
you,
sir.
Doc.
It's an honor. Thank you, brother. Love Kevin. Love you. Appreciate it.
All right, love you too. Talk to you later. Listen, we're gonna go to some videos. These are a few disc jockeys that play some of the Voices music. It's right in the folder. It says Final One. Hello, everybody. Final, yeah, yep, that's it. All right, all right, all right, all right, all right. Man, if you down there, like, put some of your favorite Voices tune down here in the comment section. I want to hear some of your favorite tunes. Where I want to read some of them. Put them down there. We looking. All right, we're gonna go ahead to this. There's a couple of radio disc jockeys. All right, here we go.
Come on, scream! Let me see you clap those hands. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Here we go. Come on.
Hello, this is Haley Reed here, and I hail from the wonderful city of Nashville in the great state of Tennessee, and I wanted to pay homage to an amazing man of God by the name of Kevin Davidson. I remember when I was about 16 years old, it was about 1998, an album by the name of Celebration hit the stage of gospel music, and I mean, it was successful. I can remember sitting in my room listening to Grace. That was actually one of my favorite songs.
Could not find where to go.
Fight On, Victory. Count your blessings, name them one by one. I remember that. So that album was really good, and it was actually a really pivotal album in my life. So I just wanted to let you know that you are loved and supported, Kevin Davidson, and to continue to push and move forward, and don't stop making music. Continue to do what you're doing because I'm telling you, you have an anointing on your life that is touching so many people's lives, and not just in the gospel music arena, but in the music business, period. So, but yeah, just keep going, and congratulations, and stay strong. All right.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Eric Henry. I'm from the great city of Houston, in the great state of Texas. Houston, Texas, that's right. Your boy's all the way out here in the South. But I want to talk to you a little bit about Kevin Davidson. Man, you talk about real choir music. I love Kevin Davidson's choir. The sound, all of that. You know, some of my favorites are Fight On. You know, I can't help but think about the recent video that went viral of choir doing his song Fight On. That's how powerful it is, where they had to pack the people out of there, man. It's good stuff. If you don't know who Kevin Davidson is, you need to find out. Get to it right now. Order his music and listen to it. I promise you, it's good, solid choir music that will bless your church.
Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Minister B. Chase Williams, and I just want to pay homage to my big brother, my friend, my confidant, apostle, bishop, prophet, Kevin Davidson. Man, wow, what can I say? We've known each other for decades, and you've been the same from day one to now. Every time I see you, we may not talk to each other on a week-to-week or day-to-day or month-to-month basis, but it's like whenever we connect, we don't miss a beat. It's like we pick up right where we left off. Dude, you've been doing this thing a long time. Man, one of my favorite songs is Fight On. I love you, and I love your ministry, man. And I celebrate and I salute you, and I thank you for all that you have done, the foundation that you've laid and built upon, because you made it easier for people like myself, although I'm not too much younger than you. But I appreciate you, and I just believe and just ask God to bless you with just crazy favor and blessings like never before in this next phase and next dimension of your life, because you are worthy. I love you, man. I appreciate you, and I'll talk to you soon. Be blessed.
WRUGradio.org. I'm standing here with a Memphis gospel legend, Mr. Kevin Davidson. And I gotta say, man, at my church, there's a song, Fight On. Yes, sir. There's a lady in my church. Every time she begins to sing that song, she literally can't get past the verse 4 bars. Wow. She was battling with depression for so long. And she said, honestly, that song was only really kept her alive. So it's just a blessing to actually, stand before one of God's own who's written such great music. It's not only touched the kingdom of God, but it's personally touched somebody's life. It saved a life. And you don't find that too much.
Yeah, it's very rare. I'm thankful for the opportunity. I've had a lot of testimonies about this song. We can actually get ready to record it again. So we hope it's a blessing. Thank y'all for taking this opportunity, time out to a little bit of me. I'm appreciative and thank you so much.
I want to go to church, right? Now listen, we don't heard that song so many times. Fight on, fight on, fight on, fight on. That is a very encouraging song, and we're so appreciative to Kevin for even writing that song. And we're gonna definitely get an understanding of the placement where he was when he wrote that song. So we're gonna go ahead and give Brother Faulkner a call. It's on Skype. Yeah. Faulkner. Uh-oh. I know what to do. Well, I hope you all are enjoying the travel thus far. I'm trying to get him up here. Let's see. Go ahead to this one. You might have to type that in. But while we're getting this ready, pretty much I just want to elaborate a little bit more on the reason why I chose Kevin Davidson too. There was a particular time back in the early 2000s, of course I worked for a gospel music store. A lot of people that's from Chicago know this music store. I work for New Sound Gospel, of course, because I have a wide knowledge of gospel music and the artists and such. But that's when I really fell in love with Kevin Davidson and the voices. I literally listened to every one of his CDs thoroughly. I'm talking about I played it and played it and played it and played it. Is he there? Hey. All right, we got you. How you doing, Brother Faulkner?
Man, I'm good. How are you?
I'm blessed. Listen, let's dive right in. When the name Kevin Davidson comes to the mind, what do you think of?
Man, Kevin is what we call us millennials. We call him the GOAT, the greatest of all time. Kevin is songwriter, producer, vocal arranger. The guy is he's one of my favorites. For real, for real. I'm not even like just saying it because we're talking about Kevin today. Like he's really one of my favorites.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. So tell me one of the most memorable moments that you were right in Memphis and you heard the voices sing. Like what was one of the most memorable moments?
It's so many, man. I grew up in Memphis.
Right.
So some of the most memorable moments were, he doesn't know this, but like sneaking into his rehearsals. A young dude sneaking into the voices rehearsals. That's the most memorable because it was the little nuggets that he was given and saying in those rehearsals. Is far better than like the recordings and the concerts and stuff that everybody see. It was the behind the scenes to watch Kevin work. That's something I use today in what I do. I use like some of his methods.
Right. Give us a secret. What's one of his methods? One
thing Kevin told me, one of the most important things that I heard him say, and that he told me years later, he said, I try not to write hit songs because hit songs, they hit. And then
let me interrupt you right there. Well, he writes nothing but hits. Go ahead.
But he said he try not to write hit songs because hits, they just hit and they miss sometimes, or they hit and they go away.
Right.
But he write classics. He said he wants to write classic songs that will stand the test of time, just like y'all were talking about earlier. And that's what he's known for. Like he write classic songs. He's not just a hit writer. He's a classic writer.
And you are certainly right about that. Now, tell us some of the things. Where do you live at now? Let us know.
I'm in Las Vegas now.
What brought about the change from Memphis to Las Vegas? Music?
Music, definitely music.
What are you doing out there? What are you doing out there, musically?
I wanted to do more in music. I wanted to do more production and live production. So I got the opportunity to do Dreamgirls, the musical, for a couple of years. And then people don't really know that, but that kind of landed me in Vegas. And now I get to do a lot more. Some of the things that Memphis doesn't have yet.
Wow.
I get a chance to do it in Vegas now. So
Wow.
yeah.
Well, listen, man, we ain't gonna hold you long. We appreciate you for being a part of the travel, man, and I'm so grateful to hear your memories and vital moments with Kevin Davidson. And I want to tell you to continue to doing what you're doing, man, because you're definitely writing your own legacy, and I'm proud of you. Let me say that publicly. I'm very proud of you, and you keep going, all right?
Yes, sir. Thank you, man.
No
Appreciate
problem.
it.
We'll talk with you.
You too, man. Peace.
All right. Listen, we're going to go into some more videos. You can go to Final 2. I'm not sure what's on this video. We will find out together. I know when I put it on there, I knew what was on there. Final is under the folder. Final is in the folder. It should see Final 2. Yeah. And we're going, oh, yeah, that should be a good one. That should be a good one. I know exactly what we're about to play right now, and you'll be finding out what we're going to play in a couple of seconds, I think. Paulina, hey, welcome to the travel. Thank you, Daryl, my brother. Yes, the travel. This is our third episode with Kevin Davidson of The Voices. Yes, sir. Man, we can just go on and on. But back to my story. Man, I would play his music in the stores, man. And it was certain tracks that I would know to play. So a customer would be just walking around in the store, you know, browsing around with the music, you know, to find their selection or whatnot. And I'll be playing, when the new Millennium album had came out, I'll be playing None Like You. You know, I know what I'm doing, you know what I mean? Like, I just have it playing and playing and playing. And then come up to me, what is this playing? I'm like, oh, this Kevin Davidson, None Like. Put that right there. So, I mean, like, I just had a lot of encounters with customers that really was just blessed by the music that I played just for them. And I knew what to play. I think we're ready for the video. All right.
Oh, if you don't mind clapping your hands for me. Listen, I feel real good right now because I am victorious. God has given me the victory no matter what I'm going through.
Kevin Davidson and the Voices, helping us to recognize that our God is awesome. I'm Lonzy Smooth, and the music continues with more of Kevin Davidson because it is your season on Pure Radio's Gospel Jazz Sundays. Hey, I'm Lonzy Smooth Robinson, host of Gospel Jazz Sundays on Pure 103.7 FM and AM 1320 in Jacksonville, Florida. And we're excited, we're grateful to be a part of the celebration as we're paying homage to an apostle of the gospel, Kevin Davidson and the Voices. I mean, we're still rocking the Celebrate album from 1998 with all of its Memphis flavor. I'm talking about favorites like In His Presence, Never Give Up, and Our God is Awesome. Kevin Davidson honors and glorifies the Lord with his music. It's jam-packed with scriptures, and he urges you to open your mouth and to speak life into your future. Many of his songs are sermons that are in perfect rhythm with the music. I mean, it just brings every listener a message of hope, from the bass to the horns to the lyrics. It's inspiring, it's encouraging, and it's uplifting. So I salute Kevin Davidson and the Voices, and I want to give a shout out to my man Eric Carter as he's highlighting the gospel of Jesus on the travel. As we've heard on the Overflow album, your latter shall be greater than your former, because it is your season.
Hey everybody, it's Michael Adrian Davis, and she is. What's up, y'all? We are excited to be able to come here to recognize this great man of God, this prolific songwriter, musician, singer, artist, all that good stuff. Mr. Kevin Davidson, man, I've been knowing you a long time, from the Voice of Binghamton to all the other endeavors that you've had over the years, and I've just been elated to be able to play your music on the radio from 95.7 to AM 990 The Light. Way back in the day, man, it's just been a joy seeing your ministry grow and flourish. And we salute your family as well for sharing you with us and the world. And all those that undergird you today, we salute them as we salute you, man. We just appreciate your ministry.
Yes, we appreciate you. We appreciate you sharing your gift, your anointing, and we appreciate you helping to deliver and to empower.
Yeah. I just got one problem with you, Kevin. Only problem I got with man, I should have led this song right here. How you gonna lead your own song? Just like Brody Schmody, he voted every time. I turn around. It's me. Give me a time, give me a stuff. Anyway, Kevin, we love you, man.
Hello, everybody. This is Walt Clark from Steel City Gospel Radio, and I wanted to take this time to salute one of God's best in gospel music, Kevin Davidson and the Voices. Everything from Fight On, Count Your Blessings, and of course the classic, He Keeps Me Singing. Thank you, Kevin, and we salute you and the Voices for being an integral, important part of gospel choir music and ministry. God's blessings on you and to you all.
Listen, now that was amazing. Like Michael Adrian Davis. Wow. When I lived in Memphis, I was one of his biggest listeners. Like, I mean, I just love Michael Adrian Davis, and I was so elated that he actually did the video. We're gonna go into another tune, but like I was saying, when at the store, man, I played the mess out that album. You had I Believe and None Like You. Lisa Page Brooks was on there. It's so many tunes. I mean, I just played it over and over and over. Secret Place, played that album. And are we ready? Soul Town? All right.
No, come on, Lord.
Yeah, no, I was telling them Soul Town. Listen, that tune right there, if they don't get you ready for Sunday morning, right? Listen, Kevin, I found every one of his CDs, it was like he went back and put his own flavor on a traditional tune. Like there was one he did, You Won't Leave Here Like You Came in Jesus' Name. I mean, just the oil itself is on that tune. I Will Call Upon the Lord. I can't think of the tune, but David Daughtry, I believe is his name. He did a tune, God is Great. But this is Kevin way back in the day, and he was giving us that type of feel. So I definitely say, this is why I say he's a trailblazer, because he paved the way for a lot of people, and I want our generation to never, ever forget the impact and the contribution that Kevin Davidson has given to the industry.
Tony Barnshaw Dickerson. You might know me from Tony Tunes and also Barnshaw Productions. I'm here to speak on my good friend Kevin Maurice Davidson, who has been a great inspiration to me as a songwriter. Years ago, I met Kevin. We both were doing music with community choirs and groups and what have you. And he's always been like a leader, a trailblazer, and especially in gospel music. And I highly respect him. It's an honor to call him friend. And we're literally friends. We chat and talk every now and again when we get a chance to. And we speak on, we don't really talk about a lot of music at times, but when we do, we do. And we love what we do, and I just appreciate him for setting a tone and for giving encouragement to me as a writer. Years ago, I was starting into my writing, and I was trying to do like what I thought the norm was and what everybody was doing, and try to stay, I guess, in the trend. But he immediately told me, like, hey man, that's not you. Start writing like you. Say how you say it. Write it like you write it. And record it like you record it. And so I thank him for that inspiration and that encouragement. Congrats to you, Kevin.
Hey, my name is Keith Turks, and I am a 37-year-old entrepreneur. I'm also the minister of music of my church, Melrose Missionary Baptist Church. I would like to take this time just to say thank you to Apostle Kevin Davidson. Thank you for your music and all that you've done for the city of Memphis. Your music is so inspiring on so many different levels. Just maybe a year and a half ago, I lost my mom, and while riding down the street, None Like You came on. And I know we sing it at church, but some songs doesn't mean as much to you until you go through different situations. And that song really ministered to me because the devil will have you thinking that, Jesus made a mistake. Or God made a mistake, he shouldn't have done that. But we know that God makes no mistakes, and just listen to None Like You made me realize that he is, Jehovah Jireh. Maybe about 6 or 7 years ago, you prophesied to me while I was ministering with Minister Dillard in Strength and Praise at the time. You prophesied to me and told me that I would be a very successful man. I knew that I was doing hair at the time, but I didn't know how successful I would be. At that time, I didn't have my salon. At that time, I had not styled on Basketball Wives. I had not received or accomplished any of my awards that I've received now at that time. But you told me that I will be a money man about it. When things come to pass, he'll make you remember things that people have said to you or spoken to you. So I appreciate that so much. Continue doing what you're doing, man of God. Continue to lift Memphis up, to continue to raise our standards here in the city of Memphis in the black gospel music industry. God bless you. And I pray God's speed upon your life. Thank you.
Yo, this is one of my favorite songs from my apostle, Kevin Davidson. Just want to, God will work it out. This song helped me through a hard time when I lost my leg. It was a song of reassuring that God got everything covered. I just want to say congratulations, Apostle, for all that you've done, and thank you for all that you've done for me and who you are to me in my life. I love you so much. You are a jewel to the body of Christ. A dad I never had. I pray that you just continue to let God use you and make ways out of no ways. I pray that you continue to grow through Christ. You are one of my best friends, my pushers, one of my biggest supporters, and I love you and ladies so much. I'm so glad to say that I'm a part of your ministry, and I love you so much. God will work it out, y'all. I love you and congratulations again.
inspiration in my life. Anytime that I'm down, I can go find any song that you've made, wrote, composed, direct, song, or anything, and it gives me life. I thank you, sir. There's times that I needed inspiration, times when I was down, times when I needed a friend, and when I heard a song that you made or anything that had Kevin Davidson stamped on it, it gave me life. I want to thank you. There was times when I was younger, I would try to, rush to get to the church over on Tillman Street, and it would always, be packed out because of the people that wanted to hear the voices of Binghamton. And we thank you, sir, for the times, those memories, and it's still in my heart. I thank you for always being a pillar to the Memphis area and all over the world. With me, your word, your voice will be heard anytime.
Listen, it is like sometimes hard to keep a dry eye. Like when you listen to some of the sacred things that a person admire about another person, sometimes it definitely gets touching. And just listening to just the things that has just gone forth, especially just listening to Barry, I know that Barry has been through a lot. And I can attest to this because when I lived in Memphis, me and Barry went around to a couple of musicals together, so I know that Barry was a part of the ministry, and he talked nothing but great things about Apostle Davis and the things that I saw that he went out his way to do for Barry. I mean, those type of things, like you can't pay for that. That's within a person's character. And I just want to tell you, Kevin, thank you so much for being a pillar. I mean, everything is not peaches and roses in life always, but at the same time, what God has has purposed you to do, you have done a phenomenal job. And I just want to salute you, man. I mean, I'm just so honored to have this opportunity. But listen, there is a tune that I heard way back in the day. Kenny Lewis and One Voice, they did a piece of this song. I'm not going to give you the song, but they did a piece of the song. And I found a phenomenal musician right here in Phoenix, Arizona, Isaiah Washington. I'm so grateful for this. But he plays the part that I want you all to hear that Kenny Lewis and One Voice introduced to me that just added on my love for Kevin Davidson and the voices. Now, you let me know what song this is and what part this is. Listen, now that right there, of course I'm not a singer, but I'll try to do it, the dynamics that One Voice gave. I mean, it was just like, yes, I'm sure there are brighter days. The way he was like, hey, ooh, yes, I'm sure. Something like through the storm, through the rain, sunshine and pain. Oh, yes, I'm sure there are brighter days. And that always stuck with me because just that message, there are brighter days ahead. No matter what it is that you're facing, there are brighter days ahead. We're going to go back into some more videos and then we'll be right back, all right? It's gonna it's gonna be final for. Yep, that's it. We're gonna do that one. So thank you so much for everybody that's actually been a part so far. You ready? All right.
We're your hosts on the Music Ministry Network show on Tabernacle Radio. Just want to congratulate Kevin Davidson and the voices.
Don't give up the fight. Don't give up the fight.
I mean, from the voices of Binghamton to the voices of Searching Till I Find Jesus. Remember that? I mean, oh my God.
Listen, we can go on and on and on and on and on about this song right here. I mean, golly. I'm so glad I found them. But you know what? I found them in the nick of time, right? Listen, we got a couple more videos, and then we're going to speak to the man himself and just get a couple of nuggets or two from him, and we're definitely going to consider this a part of history, right? We do have a video from the one and the only, the Duchess of Gospel Music, LaVondra Hubbard. She's going to come to us, and she's going to give a couple of kudos to Kevin Davidson. And we're going just like, yes, I'm sure there are brighter days.
Music and your 2018 Miss Rhythm of Gospel Queen. I want to say congratulations to Mr. Kevin Davidson. Congratulations on your wonderful, wonderful project, on your release, and everything you have poured out in this gospel industry. You have been a great asset to the body of Christ. You have been a great asset to me as well. God bless you, and guess what? I will keep on fighting.
Gotta keep fighting. Listen, that song "Fight On" is all in my spirit. When I get off this stream, I'm probably gonna listen to that all night. I'm gonna let it rock me to sleep. But we have another special video. This is from a young lady who's definitely an icon, and I mean literally an icon. I'll go ahead and say this. She sang with a group called Witness, right? And just trailblazed through the city, and I'm not the city, but the country, outside of the country. And we're gonna play a short little video from Lisa Page Brooks, and we're so honored to have this video. And we're gonna see what she has to say about the maestro.
Hey, Pastor Kevin, Lisa Page Brooks here. Listen, congratulations on the travel. I love you. You're amazing. Keep doing it big for Jesus. All right, blessings.
That was the one and only Pastor First Lady Lisa Pays Brooks. That is phenomenal. She recorded on the new Millennium, I think it was New Language, which album I'm talking about. She did actually two of them. She did a tag on, I believe, and I can't think of the other song. It's kind of a fast-paced tune. But what else do we have here? We're gonna go ahead and give Kevin Davidson a call. We have.
Oh Lord.
Is that this one here? All right, give us a second. We're about to pull you on the screen, Kevin.
Okay, it was amazing.
Hold on. Let's see here. All right, listen here. I'm so honored. Hold on, Kevin. I got some stuff I want to say, okay?
Okay.
Listen, my heart literally is full of joy listening to everything thus far, like actually being able to address you personally and to give you kudos for a job well completed. When I attend my ears to tunes such as You Are My Sanctuary, I mean, the grooves that you render are like literally consistent. You see what I'm saying? And they're very dependable. Let me give you this is a true story. Okay, so back in Chicago, before CDs definitely went out of play, I was downtown and I wasn't working at the record store at this particular time, but I wanted to get me some new music to listen to. So it was the store, it was Fry's. It's FYE. What's that popping? Oh, okay. It was a store called FYE. I think you popping. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. You just got a lot of noise coming in the background.
Yeah, I'm trying to get to. It said a poor connection, so I'm trying to get to a good. But I can hear you. I'm pretty good.
Listen, this is a true story. So listen, I'm literally in this store. This was downtown, across the street from Marshall Fields. Went upstairs. I asked them excuse me, man, where's the gospel section at? They showed me right here, and of course I'm looking like, what am I gonna get? I see at that particular time, Fred Hammond. If I'm not mistaken, I want to say the album "This Is the Day" was out, and I know it was a Donnie McClurkin and a Hezekiah Walker CD. And lo and behold, I just kept looking, and I found Kevin Davidson. I'm like, oh my God, you know what? No, I'm not getting anything else. I'm getting this CD right here because it's dependable. So what I did was I bought the CD. I couldn't wait to put it in my CD player, okay? So I was on the CTA at this particular time. I put this CD, I mean, when you listen to the tunes, it's almost like you wrote a book because they all fell in line, like Tabernacle, Overflow.
Oh Lord.
We Want to Know Your Heart. Just all them songs, it's just, I was so impressed. When I tell you, I listened to that album a million times, I'm not over exaggerating. I listened to it a lot. Listen, you did a job well done on Overflow, and that's, something that's really, 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 really true. I literally bought it because listening to your music, I knew you was dependable to give me what I needed, so I didn't waste my money.
Awesome.
But listen here, your writing clearly has a purpose that is accomplished. Why? Thank you for asking. Okay, let's see. Secret Place. Let's have a little talk with Jesus. Grace. Yes, I'm sure brighter days are ahead. God wants to heal you, and the list go on and on and on. Kevin, where do you find your inspiration to write?
Man, it was just storms. It was situations. Like brighter days ahead was just a message. Man, it's just been situations that have happened in my life that I think I had to express it through writing, get delivered through writing it. So that's really it. That was just situations.
Wow. Wow. Now listen, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so listen, the travel. we're interested. If you had to pick one song, and it's really hard, and I know this is like almost impossible, but I want to know if you can think, if you picked one song, what is the most memorable song that you can remember right? It's almost like it was yesterday when you wrote it, like you went through something, whatever. What is the most memorable song that you wrote?
Born to Win.
Yes, Born to Win. Now tell us why.
I had a stroke. I think I had a stroke about 3 days before I wrote it, and the doctor told me I would never recover. So now you stayed in Memphis, right?
I did.
Okay, so I wrote the song at Get Well and Rains.
Wow.
I started writing. I finished it by American Way and Get Well.
Wow.
On my way to rehearsal. Wow. And I sat there because I couldn't talk. And the Lord just spoke those 3 words to me. And I sat at the piano and taught it to the choir, Born to Win. And that's kind of like the one, because they told me I would never recover.
Wow.
So that was the song.
Wow. That that's literally amazing. Like so like as a child, what is something that you can recall today that brought you closer to your future today? Like what's something that you're most appreciative that you did that kind of kept you connected to where you are today?
My mom, I grew up in a very strict Kojic environment. So, but I came up listening to I was introduced to Thomas Whitfield and the Hawkins. I studied, and still to this day, I studied Thomas Whitfield, the Hawkins. I studied Kurt Carr. I studied, all these guys are just phenomenal. I studied so many different writers. Well, then I didn't know they were writers. I just listened to their music day in, like Thomas Whitfield, With My Whole Heart on the Love Alive record. That stuff is like, it's beyond legendary. So that's what I studied. Even to this day, I studied that.
Wow. Listen, now there is a song, okay, like I don't know if you watches your strings or whatever, but if you get a chance to look at them, you're going to see one song probably maybe 200 times in the past week, and that was Saints Go Up. Are you, first of all, are you the composer of that song?
Yes.
Listen, when, where, and why did you write that song?
You know what? I think the story behind this song, we really didn't put it out the way we wanted to. I just leave it at that. But the arrangement was even better than that. But the story of that song, that's when we started really dealing with worship. And I made a vow. The words are very true to worship. And so the song is true to the essence of the way it was written. So we just, we were just trying to do something great through music. We to this day are still a true family. The Voices is a truth. Everybody don't see each other, but we were a real family. Still to this day, it's family. So it wasn't so much the harmony. We loved and cared for each other beyond the music.
Right. Definitely.
Like Courtney, there's certain things that Courtney can get by with me that nobody can.
I understand.
And he but the same way, Courtney is just he's phenomenal. Even his preaching, he's a excellent preacher. And but he's family.
Wow.
So it was true. It was a real family. That's really what people feel.
Wow. Now listen, we want to get as much as we can in because this is going to be a part of history. Because listen, I am a historian. Like I study gospel music. So like
yeah, me too.
When I think about gospel music and think about the particular artists that has gone definitely before us, I wish that it was some other type of ways that we can kind of connect with them, like the personality, some of the reasons why they wrote the songs, where did they, go, just for inspiration to keep a lot of stuff alive. So that's one of the reasons why I kind of started to travel because, like, definitely
Oh,
you are an icon, and
oh wow. I
I
don't know
want,
about that.
I want people, for years and generations to come, like if they run across your music, that they have
Hmm.
something that they can go to and actually get your personality, get
Right.
answers, and just whatever, summary. So I'm gonna try to get a lot in. So I want to ask
Okay.
you, how was it growing up in a city where Orlando Draper was from? He's from
Ola-
he's from Memphis, right?
oh yeah,
Okay.
Orlando. The story behind Orlando really took me up under his wing. He would come by our rehearsal and just take over my rehearsal.
Wow.
He would say, "No, this song is arranged wrong." If you go back to the Voices of Binghamton, It's Possible record,
Mm-hmm.
it's a song on there called "Think of His Goodness."
Mm-hmm.
He came in and totally did the vamp.
Wow.
I mean, he walked in rehearsal, didn't ask me if he could do it. He just did it. Now, Orlando's the reason why I wrote a song on Lawrence Thomason record. He picked me up one day, said, "Come and go to Nashville with me." He got my song on Lawrence Thomason's record
Mm-hmm.
called Save.
Mhm.
Orlando just cared about us coming up, doing it the right way.
And just to, I don't mean to cut you off, but I want you
Go
to know
ahead.
that I did try to get in touch with Lawrence Thompson. That's how you pronounce his last name, right?
Yeah.
Because
Wait, he's big. He's recording right now, so
I
he's,
know.
in his little zone.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
But listen, like I go way back with like his music back in the day. But one time
Yeah.
I think I heard you said something about either he was your inspiration or he's the reason how you got the record deal with New
Yeah.
Haven. Go ahead, tell that
Yeah.
story.
Yeah, we were backing him up, and he said, "Kevin Davidson, I'm gonna cut into my budget, and I want y'all to record y'all own CD." He didn't have to do that, so we really did 2 CDs in one night.
Wow.
Then I Searched the World record was the second recording after we had backed him up on his recording.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what happened, and the record company loved it, and we did it.
Wow. Wow.
So he is the reason why he started my James Moore, a godfather, a lot of history. But Lawrence Thomason is a big part of it because that's how we signed on with New Haven Records.
Wow. Now listen, I just want to hear this out your mouth. Give us
Okay.
some of the people that you can remember, musicians, members. Just give us a whole dialogue on members that has came and passed through the Voices of Binghamton, and Bishop Lawrence Plumbers.
Plummer.
Yeah.
Well, first of all, Marquis Walker produced a lot of that music with me. Rod Vesta. Matter of fact, Stevie Wonder's drummer Stanley. Stanley played the Overflow record.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
Yeah. Myron Howe played. Jackie Clark. But this is the guy. I got to say this guy. And out of everybody, Antoine Davis was with nickname is Spanky.
Mm-hmm.
He really was. He kept the sound consistent.
Mm-hmm.
After every band change, it was always Spanky right there. He kept it consistent. So that's my dude. That's my guy. Bennett Stewart is with me now. Lance Lucas. A lot of different people. Just it never was Kevin Davidson by himself.
Right.
These guys put in like work. Not like these new guys got to have all these computers and loops and stuff. Now these guys came in and we rehearsed sun up, sun down.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I hope I'm not forget, but like singers like Michelle.
Okay.
Michelle Prather
Mm-hmm.
put the work in. Cheryl Rogers.
Mm-hmm.
It was, oh God, so many to sing. Courtney, Sherry, Ted. I don't miss nobody's name. But can I say this shout out?
Go ahead.
Now, my number one background vocalist was my wife, Zan Davidson.
Okay.
I got to say, she was the one that really stood with me. She wasn't a lead singer, but just consistent.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a lot of singers. Oh Lord, you're gonna get me in trouble.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and throw Vincent Tharp. Did he sing with you or no?
Yeah, Vincent sung with me. I think he was just graduating from Craigmont.
Okay.
And Vincent and his sisters sung with me for a moment right before his career got kicked off, and I was able to sew into him. So Vincent is doing phenomenal. Great guy. So that's true.
And then I also want to tell you this too. there's a song, God Will Work It Out For You, that's on the Overflow album. I want you to know that that's one of the songs that, you know, I was able to just like go to sleep with on repeat, you know, because just the melody and just the message in that song, man. Thank you so much for producing that song as well.
Yeah.
But listen, Kevin,
Well, that was more Lance.
Lance, okay.
Lance gave it that color, that feel you feel. That's all Lance Lucas.
Okay. Wow.
Yes, sir.
Now tell us, so you are a musician yourself. Now this right here is going to be a stamp in history because we want to know. So do you play a lot still?
I play Sunday morning. This is me. I don't need nothing but a drummer. I ain't got to have no 5-piece. I like to find me a Sunday night service and I'm good. So I just play good church organ.
It's nothing like that B3s, you know, just
That's
like a storefront church, and you just. Okay, so what made you record You Won't Leave Here? Like, was the spirit high in the church, or did you plan on recording that? Like, how did that come about?
Well, I was at Temple of the Bishop Patterson, used to sing that song every Sunday.
Okay.
And the band was switching a track or something. Something happened. And I just started off singing, and the King Shoutwell just flowed with me, and we put it on that night. It wasn't even supposed to be on the CD, but they loved it. So that's one of my favorite songs.
Wow.
To hear Bishop Patterson do it was a whole nother level.
Wow. Now listen, we need to know, like, what keeps you going? You know, what is it that keeps you? Because I see you keep putting project together, and it's only getting greater. Because when I promise you, I was in Memphis, I was like, Lord, he done did it again with Church Let's Rock. I said, now, wait a minute, now, where did this come from? I mean, you really did that tune. You see what I'm saying? And then the song with Michelle Prate, Something Happened. What keeps you going?
You know what? It is never, let me find this connection is good. It's never been about me. And this is what I want to stress. My gift was always to find talent and push it to the next level. That's what it was. If you notice, I very seldom sang any song. So to this day, I'm still discovering new people. I just started my own label. I'm just putting out Eric Maurice, which he's the biggest voice in gospel music, you know. So it's never about me. The energy comes from just wanting to push other people.
Right.
Singers, musicians, that's really it with me.
Right. So we know, let's see here. So we know that the Hawkins, Thomas Whitfield are some of your mentors, right?
Oh, and the Thompson Community Singers, hands down.
Hands down. We actually shout out again to Tyrone Block, which was on this feed.
That's my best friend, I guess.
He has a new single out, and we want to just, mention that. So Tyrone Block, so he's one of your mentors, okay? So when we think of gospel music, like you have different genres. You have quartets, you have choir music, traditional, solo, group, just everything. Now, where do you find yourself in the mixture? I know you're choir, but it's just like, I want to throw this out there, like Pastor Pattis, okay? He was Strength and Praise, right? But he also finds joy in quartet. Now, is there any type of mixture in your music?
I like church.
Okay.
I think I just like music, it just cardinal how I feel.
Mm-hmm.
Like I got on my new CD I got coming out, I got a quartet song. I call it a quartet.
Quartet.
Yeah. And mix this choir on top of quartet.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
Yeah, so I love music. I just love music. I just want to feel it. That's all.
Right. Now, I think I got as much as I could in. Now, Kevin, I need you, Apostle, I'm sorry.
No, man, just call me. That's fine with that.
I need you to do this before we go. I want you to just speak life, encourage the musicians, the up-and-coming musicians, seasoned musicians, choir masters. Give them something give them a nugget, and then we're going to close out on that. Just talk to the gospel community.
I'm going to say this, everything I want to say, I'm going to say it in one sentence. You have to make a choice, and this is where your life is going to be led. You're either going to be industry or ministry.
Wow.
You can be ministry and industry, but you can't be industry and ministry. because there are some things you go to you won't get paid for.
Oh, yeah.
There are some promoters that won't, you have to be about souls. Has to be about, reaching people. So that's what I've always kept it. I knew I had to make a decision, ministry versus industry, and I chose ministry. So that's my, really overall view, encouraging them to just pursue their dream. If this is your dream, hey, do it. You only get one shot.
Wow. Now listen, okay, so we got that, and right before we go, I just want to polish this up again. I want you to know that you have. Wait, I can't leave this out because I did mention this. Explain millionaires before I close out. Explain millionaires. Millionaires.
That song?
Yeah. Because your daughter is. Can't leave that out.
Now, what people don't know about me, I am a certified life coach.
Okay.
So I love life coaching. So that was when I was transitioning mentally. The song is really real. My dad is rich, talking about the Lord Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
So that's nothing we can't have, nothing we can't do, or nothing we can't be. So that's what that song really is about.
Mm-hmm. Wow, and then you got a chance to share the stage with your daughter. Like how was that?
And like today, my daughter has a master's degree now. She's going to be soon opening her own school. So the song did come true.
Well, listen, man, we so appreciate you, and I want to just say this, and like I said, I want to polish this. Listen, Job, I want you to really take what I'm saying, because I mean it literally from my heart.
Okay.
Listen, sometimes in life, we do a lot of things. Our repertoire is like huge and things of that sort, but sometimes we find ourselves at a low point, feeling like, man, is there more for us to do? Have we really accomplished what it is that we need to accomplish? Are we satisfied? A lot of times we find ourselves there. But I want you to know, because the reason why I'm saying this is because we don't see you on the Stellars, or we don't see you on BET, although you have been, let the record show, you have been on BET. Right. You've been on Bobby Jones. I've seen clips. You've done a lot. You was with The Word, the label, the same label that Orlando Draper was with. I mean, you did a lot. You did a lot. But what I'm saying is that sometimes we find ourselves, we like, what more? What more? I want you to know, if you ever been in that place, if you just take me, I want you to know that you have given me so much. I've listened to, I'm emotional. Like when I tell you, I listen to your music and have been encouraged. It's been times that when I moved to Memphis, I remember the first time I saw you, it was at a homegoing service. I can't think, it was a reverend, or he either was a musician. I know his wife. It was at Friendship. You emceed a little bit of the. Do you know who I'm talking about? It wasn't a homegoing, but it was a musical for him.
Okay, I can't remember.
You can't, but it was that was the first. When I saw you, I was like, okay, I can move on now. I was like,
I
was like, man, I can't wait to get a chance to literally let him know that you're a legend, and you have done a lot for the industry. And I just want you to know, never ever think that your work has gone in vain, because trust me, Kevin,
thank you.
You are a legend, and I'm so appreciative that you have passed this way, because trust me, people listen to your music every single day. And I want to tell you, thank you so much for being who you are.
Well, thank you for having me on the travel, and for even doing this. It means the world to me, and thank you.
No problem. All right, everybody, Kevin Davidson, it was an honor. We're going to go into some music, and we're going to cut it off. Talk to you later. It should be a folder. It says video footage, and I gotta play this before we go, and hopefully he gets back on so that he can see this. There's a video on. It should say thank you. No, tribute, not tribute. Thank you. The one that said Kevin. Yeah, no, at the top. Yeah, that one. Listen, this is Walt. He did a cover to one of Kevin Davidson's songs, and we wanted to play it because he did a phenomenal job. I tried to get in touch with him. time wouldn't permit because he was traveling on the road. But we're going to close out with this, and this is one of Kevin Davidson's songs. I believe it was on Soul Town record, but this is Thank You. I hope you enjoy it. Share this video. Trust me, we're going to be getting a website really soon so that you can keep up on everything that's going on. All right, good night, everybody.
guys like gospel music? Well, I got the place for you. Pop-Up Gospel with your host, Eric Maurice Clark. You know Mr. Clark don't play.
The trap. Gospel music is therapeutic to souls across the world. But behind the gospel music, there's composers, minstrels, musicians, choirs, and singers. The trap, we celebrate and pay homage to those who have trailblazed the way, encouraging lives and souls, inspired through their music, through their gift. We're all about paying homage, keeping alive